I appreciate very much this visit of a delegation of the Lok Sabha here in Germany. I myself was participating in 2 trips of the Deutsche Bundestag in the last 10 years to India for always 14 days or so. In exchange with parliamentarians from there, and I'm rapporteur of India on India. I normally routinely participate in the Red Fort speech of the Prime Minister and have some talks in Delhi. And I can state that we have a huge progress in the relations between India and Germany, what we appreciate very much. The Foreign Minister was here 2 weeks ago talking not only about politics and on economics, but also about security issues. We see India as a reliable partner in the region on the side of those who promote freedom, democracy, and free trade, and therefore I think the German-Indian relations are on a good way. We have military cooperation, but we have also business cooperation. A lot of companies in Germany now think about that probably to replace the more critical situation with China. Some have by also doing business with India, which was not in the mind and mood 5 or 10 years ago. I think there's a huge chance to come. And I also see a necessity that we stay close to India because India has a lot of challenges on its borders. And we see the terror threat coming from Pakistan. We ask the Pakistan government to stop that, to eliminate the terror groups in the country, though that India is not attacked by them. We hope for a peaceful solution. We encourage the Indian government to do it diplomatic-wise. Hopefully the conflict between India and Pakistan can be calmed. It was a terrible attack on several people from India doing holiday trips. I think some were on wedding trips. It was coming out of the nowhere, not expected. It was terror, pure terror, hitting people that never expect to be a victim of such a brutal attack. And the Pakistani reaction was not in line with what that Indian government expected. I can understand, because if there is a terror attack from another country on my citizens, then I ask the other government of the other country to act, and I think there was not enough reaction on the Pakistan side. On the other hand, I think terror problems we all have are also challenges for the Pakistan government, and at the end of the day, not only India but also Pakistan should take care on security of citizens wherever they are and wherever they come from and whatever belief they are. And I hope that India finds a way to install a mechanism how such conflicts or upcoming conflicts out of such situations can be solved peacefully, but we understand the necessity that India took act. First, I would like to state that India is a very important partner for business, not only due to the big market, the potentially biggest markets in the world, all over the world, but also due to the high qualification of students from India and of the capabilities of the industry that are increasing significantly year by year. The second is that we also cooperate in fields where normally Germany is very reluctant to cooperate. Defense technology, for example. Germany is participating in a tender on new submarines for the Indian Navy. This was under discussion over years in Germany, but Germany said, okay, the trust is as it is, and we can trust that India is using military equipment in a way we would accept. And from my point of view, India should be handled like other friendly countries and NATO partners. This is on the military field, because I have the impression that India wants to go away from this high dependency on Russian technology. And we have this challenge that China is not only economically but also politically reaching out in regions and in fields, political fields, where we see that it is necessary to showing flag, for example, making the open sea routes secure from China and from Japan and from Korea, but also from India to Germany. And this is a field where we cooperate, and we see that India is very much aware of the situation with China. India don't want to have a conflict with China, but also don't want to accept that China is ruling or dictate some things, and therefore we have a common interest to bring China back into the system of international law and behavior as we like, and therefore there's a lot of space for development of our relations.
I think it was a good meeting. The Indian delegation showed the situation in India. We saw the terrorist attacks, the terrible, and my condolences goes to the people in India. In this respect, we fully support the Indian government on the fight against terrorism, because the terrorism is a global problem, it's not a local problem. Terrorism is all around the world. We even had terrorists in Germany. We were fighting them hard, and that's the only way to treat terrorism. I think Sindoor was a very successful operation of the Indian armed forces in fighting the terrorists. The terrorist camps were attacked, and this is a clear statement, and that is necessary. But it's also necessary to put pressure on the people behind the terrorists. This is organized. This is globally, and it goes also into government support. So that is where I see also the German government in responsibility to put pressure on the governments behind terrorism.